Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, issue 46. This is the next part in Dark Stars Rising. We start out with this elderly gentleman outside of a bar, and it turns out to be Guy Gardner's dad. And he's reflecting on all the times that he got drunk and beat the crap out of Guy when Guy was a pretty young kid. Well then, guess who shows up to put him out of his misery? Guy Gardner in Dark Star armor. Then we jump over to Hal Jordan, and he has Hector Hammond on this planet, and Hector Hammond trying to help him, supposedly, does something pretty unthinkable. Then we learn that Zod is going to help with the cause of stopping the Dark Stars, and apparently they had a machine on Krypton that would use Sunstone to prevent teleportation, a teledisruptor. And they still have the schematics, but it would take weeks to build. But John Stewart's there with a Green Lantern ring to create the machinery necessary. And Orion finally gives a response to Kyle Rayner and Cabby, who are in a cell. Well, more specifically, the Highfather gives the response as a resounding no. And we're about to learn the fate of Guy Gardner's dad when we get a cliffhanger ending. So I was trying to be as vague as possible. This was a very complicated issue that's a major part of the storyline, and I didn't want to give away too much because it is a really good issue, and I think it's worth picking up. I would have paid the $3 cover price again to get it. I thought it was a solid read. The art's pretty good. Well, it looks like we've got Robert Venditti as the writer, artist was Clayton Henry, colorist was Pete Pantazis, I don't know, letterer Dave Sharp, and assistant editor was Andrew Marinero, and editor was Brian Cunningham. The art is not quite Ethan Van Sciver level, but it is pretty solid overall. Not my favorite, definitely not the worst. It was a pretty decent book. The writing was really good. I like that. The art's okay. I would recommend it, and that's really just my take on it. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss future reviews. If you want to help the channel out, Patreon link is in the description and on the about page, and we hope to see you on the next one.